give Dawn a hand.
I'm short. So I decided to take this story kind of quite literally, fish out of water. So a little bit of background. Sometimes I feel my family's Brady Bunch. My father has 2 daughters, me and my sister, and my stepmother has 2 sons, 2 stepbrothers. And they arranged their weekends so that they would always have weekends by themselves. And so that meant the other weekends they had the 4 kids. Now, especially once we got teenagers, we didn't like to go wherever they were going, we didn't like to go shopping, and so they would leave the 4 of us home alone. Now, and so like siblings, 4 siblings, we fought like cats and dogs. I don't think fish fight very much unless you're a Siamese fighting fish. And so also speaking of fish, my father had this obsession with fish. We had fish tanks in just about every room. We had a 55-gallon fish tank along this wall, and then underneath it I had my little 10-gallon fish tank that had tetras in it. Everybody knows they're these tiny little fish. And my sister had her 10-gallon fish next to mine, 10-gallon fish tank next to mine, and we, so we have fish tanks around the house, so little fish will come in. And we're fighting like cats and dogs. Now, the other story that you need to know for background for this is that one of my stepbrothers has spina bifida, so he's paralyzed from the waist down. So whenever my stepbrothers fought, boys, they fight physically, but somehow they had worked out this equity thing in that they threw things at each other when they fought. Because my stepbrother with spina bifida had no problem using his arms. Like he walked with his arms, so he was quite strong with his arms, and he threw things and they threw things at each other. And one day the 4 of us are home and fighting starts happening, physical fighting between both stepbrothers, and they're throwing things, and suddenly the fish tank breaks, and the water and the fish, and suddenly you've got fish out of water. And I'm freaking out because my fish are coming out of the water, and so I put my hand over the hole on the fish tank, trying to keep the fish in the water from like continuing to flop out of the fish tank. And then the fish tank light, everything just starts going wrong. The fish tank light falls into the fish tank and electrocutes me and the fish. And so there are fish in the fish tank being electrocuted, there are fish on the floor out of water flopping around. And so somehow in the end we get the fish transferred to another fish tank because there are enough of them around, but fish out of water.